Hello everybody, welcome. I just wanted to do a quick tutorial on Adobe Rush and I hope you guys are having a good day. All I'm doing is we're going to just add some interesting titles to our just a small scene that I've got, okay? So I've got my Adobe Rush document. I haven't made a document here. I could make my project name here and but what I'm going to do is just select my item here and going to create. Okay, so it automatically makes my timeline and I've got my footage. Now, this little piece of footage here is just a scene that we took in school. Actually, I did this with my grade 12s where we just play it and we just have me. I think I've got the door here. I've got a light inside the studio at school and it's just of me walking out. There, ooh, it's all very spooky. And then I come out. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to throw a title in there. And we're just what I'm going to do, I'm going to trim off the beginning of the movie. So I'm just going to take that beginning and I can either hit the scissors or I'm just going to grab the beginning of that and bring that in. And so my clip starts and it just starts right when the door is shut. I want to throw a title on top of that. I'm going to click this little button here and then you get to see what looks like a timeline here with like layers in Photoshop. So you can build layers on top of layers. What I'm going to do first though, let's go to here. This shot is just a shot of, that's how it was with the camera. Would like to stylize it to make it look a little bit more like in a bit of a horror movie style. And so I don't know if you saw like an earlier tutorial where I talk about light and you still need light. So here we still have light, but it's pretty spooky. But we're just going to change that just a little bit. I'm going to go into, I believe it's under color. And yeah, you have a bunch of presets here. However, I like to just go into edit and it kind of looks like your iPhone stuff, like your exposure and your contrast and your color temperature. You can really warm things up or cool things down and so forth. However, like in Photoshop, you've got saturation where you can add color or you can remove color. So if something is saturated with color, let's desaturate it. And really we just turned it into black and white. I want to add a little bit more contrast in here. However, rather than using the actual contrast one, which is fine, like it makes the lights lighter and the darks darker, personally, I think I want a little bit more control than that. So I'm actually going to use my highlights and my shadows. So I'm going to bring the shadows down to where about I want it. And then I'm going to bring my highlights up to where I want it. So it's the same thing, except I just have a little bit more control. And I think this is where I like it. I think I'm going to add my title in now. And so I'm just going to click on the type tool and add graphic, and then you get all those pre-canned ones up here. You can't really do just normal ones. You just got to use these guys and then just manipulate it the way you want. So I'm just going to take this title and I'm going to bring that down in here and so I can see it. Okay, so I'm just going to take this one and going to grab it and just delete that. And then this guy, going to call that, oddly enough, going to call that Mr. Thornborough. I think rather than having a big, thick, blocky font, I'm going to go with a thin font, which I've got right there. So yeah, so that's the nice thing about I'm working at home. I got a lot more fonts than I do at school, and I'm actually going to change it to black. All right, so what's kind of nice now is that the shot right now is so black that you just don't see the type in there if it's not revealed by the by the light. Okay, so I'm actually going to use that to my advantage because I'm actually going to work what happens in the shot in with my text. So so like the door's gonna, when the door is closed, you're not going to see anything there except it's going to open in order to reveal my name, and I just think that's kind of cool. So I'm just going to go. I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. Font size. There we go. Make that a little bit bigger, and then actually maybe what I can do is double click and I can see my actual slide here. I'm going to bring that down into place. I'm going to, just like in Photoshop, you see that I've got these handles on the outside here. I can actually shrink my type that way by holding that in. And if I hold my mouse out just a little bit, I can rotate it. Unfortunately, I can't do animation in Rush. You got to do that in Premiere Pro, unfortunately. And then I'm just going to bring that into here. Okay, so then I've got my name right here. So I'm going to show the whole movie. And I'm actually going to have the clip, or sorry, my name, stretch out throughout the whole thing. So it's there the whole time, except when we go to the beginning of the movie, you don't see it. So let's break that up, and we're going to play that. And you hear the all right, so that's just kind of a fun way of incorporating type into your movie. It actually looks like it's part of the floor. That is actually you don't necessarily need to work this into your movie. I just thought it was something fun that I could show you. It's actually a project that we'll do more of that in grade 11 and 12. We do like a title sequence project, and we get more into working type into your videos, especially in MTV. So I just thought I'd show you that because it's something that I saw we could do in Adobe Rush. Okay? All right, take care. Hope you're having a good day.